Welcome to Carbonize This, where we turn everyday items into carbon. We've got these beautiful flowers and some chocolate candies that we're going to turn into charcoal. Let's get started. For the chocolate candies, we've removed the plastic and we're going to leave them in the box. We'll load these in the back of the carbonizer. We're going to load up the flowers, and then we're going to add some bricks around them to kind of stabilize these vases. So now I'm going to seal the retort, and then we'll fire it up. It's the next morning, so let's see how the flowers turned out. Oh no, they look sad. So our goal is to create a perfectly carbonized bouquet. Last year we laid the flowers down and ended up with a tangled mess. This year we stood them up, but you can see what happened. So what do you guys think we should do to get a perfectly carbonized bouquet? What we think happened here with the sunflower is as it carbonized, the moisture was leaving the stem, but a lot of it was still in the head of the flower. So that weight just bent it over and then snapped it off. Let's see if we can get this sunflower out. Oh, we got it. Let's put it on the table. Okay, I'm going to remove the bricks and see if we can get this vase out. All right, I'll pull the vase out and we'll have to grab that other sunflower. So there we go. I don't know what some of these flowers are. Not sure what that is, but that turned out pretty cool looking. I'm gonna grab this other sunflower. So here's how the sunflowers turned out, and I really like them. We're gonna include these in our bouquet for next year. I also really wanna include this, but I don't know what it's called. Do you guys know what that's called? Let's see if I can get it out of the vase. Yeah, there we go. I really like how it maintained its structure and then the silver color that it has. And that contrasts with the matte black on the sunflowers. Next, I want to see the other side of this flower, and I'm going to have to break the stem. Oh, that looks really cool. I like this one as well, but who knows what this one is? I'm not really a flower guy. Some of the flowers are just breaking off, but I'm going to try to pull all this out. We'll see if I'm successful. There we go. That's not too bad. This lets you see the rest of the flowers, but we're probably not going to use these again because they're just so small and so fragile. But I do like this one here. I mean, that's very fragile, very fine petals, but it looks really cool. Creating a carbonized bouquet is going to be quite the challenge because of how fragile these flowers are. Oh, look, there's like a gold glittery color in here. You know, I can't tell, that might have been the inside of the sunflower stem. Look at that. It's like gold glitter. Is it some kind of mineral, or is it maybe some fertilizer used in the nursery? Let's see how the one with the roses turned out. Oh wait, there's a rose sitting here on the side. Let me grab that first, and then we'll look at the bouquet. Look at that. That looks awesome. I love how this turned out. We definitely want to include a rose next year. Let me know which flower is your favorite. Okay, now I'm going to try to get the rest of this bouquet out. Now here are the other roses, and this bouquet had 2 large white roses and then a bunch of small pink ones. So we found the roses, and now we were looking for the daylilies, and here's one right here. And then there's another one on the bottom side that we'll look at here in a second. I was wondering how these would turn out because they just look so solid, but it looks like it opened it up, and oh, it's very delicate. Okay, I'm gonna dump this bouquet out as well. Oh, they're all just falling apart. Oh, we got some gold on this one. Oh, there's some purple right there. We were looking for purple and blues. So you got silver, bronze, a little bit of blue, and then it goes to gold. Here is another one of those daylilies. Let's see how tough that one is. Very fragile. Here's another flower that I find really cool, but I don't know what this one's called either. Whatever that is, I want to include it in our bouquet for next year. So let me know if you know what this is. Now here are the small roses, and I'm going to grab a couple of these. Oh, look at that. That is like perfect. Let's grab a couple more. There's another one. Here's 2 more. Would you guys want a dozen carbonized roses for Valentine's Day? I would. You know those white packets that they include with flowers? I bet that's what's causing this color here. We soak these flowers for about a half a day in that floral preservative, and you can see the bottom half of the stems have these bright colors, but the top half doesn't. So I wonder if that's what's contributing to this. Another factor at play here, though, is the bottom half of these flowers were in the vase. It was more enclosed than the top half. And we noticed when we did wooden Easter eggs, the metallic paint we put on it, if it was exposed to the air, totally vaporized. But if it was touching something else or close to another object, it kept that color. So one of those two things, or maybe a combination, is causing this to happen. Here are the flowers we want to include in our bouquet, but let's go check out the chocolates. I'm going to try to lift this off the tray without breaking it. Oh, it is incredibly light. You can see a whole lot more detail here in the shade. I can actually read it. Hearts Chocolate Caramel Collection. You can see the pattern, and then there's the brand. Ghirardelli. Oh, I think I can get the lid off. Oh, delicious. You can't tell they're hearts anymore. So this one was the dark chocolate, and this was the milk chocolate, and they were filled with caramel. So I think that's why you see this kind of texture here, and then the sugars here on the outside. Typically when we do sugar, it's very shiny. Last year, it was a totally different type of chocolate, and it maintained the shape of the heart. For next year, what chocolates do you think we should do? Do you think I can get these chocolates out of here? No, they are stuck. Oh, look at the bottom. That's from the bottom of the box. It's the same material that the lid was made out of. And now we're going to go ahead and break it in half. It's real porous inside, and let's just kind of squeeze these together. All right, and the other one. This one feels lighter and fluffier than the dark chocolate. Yeah, and look, it's a little more hollow on the inside. So that's what we got with this year's flowers, but last year we actually got some blue charcoal. Go check out that video and let us know what you think caused that to happen.